The PS5 Pro has just been announced for a whopping $700. It will be better performance and ray tracing compared to the current PS5. However, the question is, if you have the same budget, will you be able to build a better PC? Of course you can. Before we start, let's have a quick look at the PS5 Pro's specs, which we will match for our PC build. For the processor, it's probably going to retain the 8 core Zen 2 from the PS5. So this is like an older Ryzen 3700X. Shared RAM is still at 16 gigabytes. They will upgrade the storage though to 2 terabytes. For graphics, well, the current PS5 has an equivalent RX 6700 non-XT. So let's assume that the PS5 Pro graphics will have a little more run with slightly better ray tracing. For our PC build, we're obviously going to match this. And as always, let's follow the standard Overseer PC build guidelines, which means all parts in this build are brand new. There will be no used parts, and all parts are currently available in Amazon or online at the time of recording. Let's start with the processor. For this one, we're not going to pick up the older Ryzen. Instead, we're going to its next generation, Zen 3, which has better instructions per clock over Zen 2. And what we've selected is the Ryzen 5600 Non-X. It's quite expensive here in Amazon, so instead we'll go order this one over at AliExpress, which is much cheaper. And if you key in the code, you also get some more discount. The Ryzen 5600 Non-X has 6 cores and 12 threads. Yes, it wouldn't have 8 cores, but the capability of this processor is just amazing. This will beat a Zen 2 processor in gaming. We even tested this out recently on our second channel, and it really is the best budget gaming CPU in the market. It has PCIe 4.0, and more importantly, it's very cheap. Now, this processor doesn't come with a cooler, which is fine because we'll need a good aftermarket solution for this to run efficiently. And what we've selected is the Thermalright Assassin King 120 SE. This is one of the best budget tower coolers out there and has that ARGB features too, which is sweet. It comes with 5 heat pipes, which will bring those temperatures down, and it's pretty cheap at less than 18 bucks. To utilize PCIe 4.0 capability, we'll need a motherboard which can support this. And what we've selected is the MSI B550M Pro-VDF Wi-Fi motherboard. This one is currently on sale at $99. Now, this may look like a very basic board, but the performance of this one is just good. The VRM temperature is pretty good compared to others within the same price bracket. Apart from that, you're also getting heat sinks on the VRM and NVMe to keep the temperatures down, and you also get some Wi-Fi if you needed that, but obviously we'll go for an Ethernet cable if you're gaming competitively. This is truly one of the best bang for the buck motherboards out there. In fact, this is the same board that we use on our hardware testing channel. It's very dependable, so just go for this one, boys. For the RAM, we'll keep it simple. Because of our budget, we'll just go with a 16GB DDR4 kit, which should be enough for most games. We're going for the TimeTech Pinnacle Conduit kit. Not the fastest kit around, but it will do the job. It'll be good enough for our budget, and timings is pretty standard at CL16, 18, 18, 38. In fact, this is the same kit that we use on our video editing rig, albeit a 32GB kit instead. However, this is still a pretty good kit. Nothing fancy, easy to run on XMP, and it's a bargain at $29. For the storage, I suppose we'll have to match the PS5 Pro's capacity, right? So we're going for 2 terabyte NVMe, and what we've selected is once again from TimeTech, and this is the TimeTech 2 terabyte NVMe. It's pretty standard PCIe 3.0 NVMe with read speeds up to 3200 megabytes per second and write speeds of up to 2900 megabytes per second. 3D NAND with SLC cache. Endurance rating is at 2000 terabytes written. That's pretty high, and it comes with 5 years warranty. And look at that, it's currently on sale, 10% off, bringing the price down to $98. And before we proceed, guys, if you're interested in PC build guides, or if you're planning to build a PC in the next few months, we do these build guides every month, so subscribe to the channel. We do all the research for you, so you'll save yourself a lot of time Googling. Anyway, let's carry on with the next part, which is the graphics card. This one is a bit tricky. I mean, for the PS5 Pro, we are looking at something better than the RX 6700 Non-XT. However, in saying that, AMD doesn't have the best ray tracing capabilities too. So what we've decided for this build is to go for the RTX 4060. And what we've selected is the Galax RTX 4060 EX one-click OC. So why the RTX 4060? Well, we know that NVIDIA currently has the best upscaling technology, which is DLSS, and it also has a good execution in its frame generation technology, which is currently limited to its 40 series cards, hence the 4060. And this card packs a punch in terms of raw performance too. Obviously, it wouldn't be the best in terms of raster, but this is good enough. Modern and doesn't eat a lot of power. I like the Galax RTX 4060 because it's actually pretty good. It comes with that RGB, which is quite rare at this price point. And this one's currently the cheapest 4060 right now at $289. And because the RTX 4060 is not power hungry, we are not forced to go all guns blazing at a higher capacity power supply. We can actually get away with something with a lower power capacity. And what we've selected is the Sigutep 650 watts power supply. This shouldn't be a surprise to you guys. I've been recommending this power supply for a very long time because it's really good value. 80 plus volt efficiency, 650 watts on the 12 volt rail, and has 5 years warranty. And on top of that, it's pretty cheap at 51 bucks. So that's a steal. Grab it right now. Lastly, for the case, we're just going for something good and cheap, and what we've selected is the Raid Max X922. This is a pretty cheap case at 52 bucks, which ticks all our boxes. Mesh front comes with 4 free ARGB fans and a tempered glass side panel. So yeah, what more can you ask, right? You can support ATX, MATX, and mini ITX, obviously, and it wouldn't have the best build quality. However, considering that this is pretty cheap and it comes from Raid Max, we should have at least a decent build quality for this price point. Maximum GPU length is only limited to 320 millimeters, which is fine. It will fit our 4060. CPU cooler maximum height is at 160 millimeters, which is also good enough for our Thermalright tower cooler. So yes, let's go for this one. Overall, we have a pretty decent $700 PC build right here, which is going to match the PS5 Pro. And you don't have to pay a monthly fee to play online, so that's already a win for the PC Master Race. For the CPU, we are going with a Ryzen 5600 with a Thermalright tower cooler. We also have the MSI B550 motherboard, TimeTick 16GB RAM kit, 2TB of NVMe, the RTX 4060, 650 watts of 80 plus power supply, and the X922 case with 4 free ARGB fans. That brings our total down to about $720. It's $20 over, but as I mentioned, we're already saved a whole lot of money by not paying a monthly fee to play online, right? And as always, I've got affiliate links in the description for all the paths that we've discussed here. And if something is out of stock, or if you needed an alternative, or if you just need some help, please feel free to reach out. Just go to help.overseerpc.com. That's a Google form. Fill it out. It's completely free. However, it does take me some time to respond due to the volume of queries, but that's okay. All right, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video.